Welcome back to Good Morning Football. All season long, we are celebrating the moments, the events, the icons of the last 100 years, including this Hall of Famer who played his entire 15-season career with the New York Giants and holds the single-season sack record. A couple of daytime Emmys and one of the most famous smiles in all sports. Take a look.
Giant Nation, stand up. NFL 100.
Let's hear it from Michael Strahan. It's like sacks was his only game plan. Tackled anything on the mainland. 15 seasons with the Giants, 7 Pro Bowls and a Hall of Famer. Yeah, that's my main man. Mike was flames. 01 Defensive Player of the Year train. 22 plus sacks, it wasn't a thing. 2 sack titles in the frame. 1 Super Bowl 42 in his last game. Like, he's been had personality, believe me. Controlled the audience way before he's ever controlled your TV. I guess what I'm saying is that it's evident that Michael Strahan was poised to be a star in the making. Like,
Love that. The New York Giants taking on the New England Patriots this Thursday night. It is at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can see it on NFL Network right here. You can check it out on Fox and on Prime Video. We had Justin Tuck in studio. Yesterday, we've got Kyle talking about wanting Eli Manning to hit the field and start
Nostalgia
and suit up for this one. It is real, but we want things to be more about Daniel Jones and what this team can do. They're banged up. We're going to dig into this matchup in just a little bit. But first, let's check in with our guy, Will Selva, in the newsroom as we are one night away from Patriots-Giants right here on NFL Network.
That we are. What's going on there, Kay and fellas and Jeezy? Good to have you on the show this morning. Well, as the saying goes, a happy spleen makes for a happy gangrene. The Jets getting Sam Darnold back under center as he's been cleared to play by the team. The Jets, of course, faced the Cowboys on Sunday. Darnold missing the past 3 games because of mononucleosis. He took the first team reps last week, but was ruled out for the loss to the Eagles last Thursday night. Luke Falk has started the last 2 games in relief of Darnold, throwing 2 picks in the process. Darnold playing for the first time since the Week 1 loss to the Bills. Now, Darnold is returning. Same can't be said about Steelers running back Jalen Samuels. Samuels is expected to miss about a month following a scope on his knee. Thus far this season, Samuels has 133 yards from scrimmage with just 1 touchdown. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin, of course, having to deal with even more injuries and rumors about landing a new gig. The rumor mill is churning out replacements for the Redskins after they fired Jay Gruden on Monday. Some reports say Washington might make a run at Mike Tomlin. The Steelers coach has more pressing concerns, though, at the moment.
How surprised were you to hear that you were mentioned as a preferred candidate to be the next head coach of the Washington Redskins?
I'm not worried about that, to be quite honest with you. You were the first person to mention it to me in a public setting. So,
what was your reaction in a private setting?
About the same I'm giving you. You know, guys, I'm the head coach of a 1-4 football team that's going on the road to play a Hall of Fame caliber quarterback with my 3rd quarterback. You think I'm worried about anything this week other than that?
And the Steelers have long been known as a model of consistency. Rarely do they change coaches. So Mike Tomlin being as this at this point in time where the Steelers are dealing with injuries, and obviously they are struggling as well. What do you think, Jeezy? You're there at the table. You hear anything? I mean, it's crazy.
No, am I hearing anything about the Redskins search? I'm hearing a lot of things about the Redskins search, but Kevin O'Connell, their offensive coordinator in-house, he's got a great chance to make a statement for that job. Might not even get out of house if he can get Dwayne Haskins going. Will Selva.
Yeah, thanks, Will Selva. Back here, it's time for Big Deal or No Big Deal. I like that Tomlin answer, so let's keep it going with the Steelers head coach this morning. He was asked about the Redskins coaching vacancy, as you just heard. Is that a big deal or a no big deal?
Me?
Go ahead, Mike.
It's a big deal because it's going to start the conversation, which has happened privately. I think it's been reported that there were conversations the last couple of years internally. Is it time to make a coaching change? But the powers that be that matter in Pittsburgh stuck by Tomlin. So I think it's a big deal now because this is now going to be the conversation. Possible coaching change in Pittsburgh.
It's a huge deal. It's a huge deal because when you get fired, there's a stoppage on your coaching career just for the time being. But if somebody's really interested in you, then And you can take that job, hit the reset, sign a new deal, and all of a sudden you have a lot of room to start coaching again. The simple fact that people might look at Mike Tomlin and say, well, why is he being sought after? Because my dude has took his team to 8 playoff appearances in 12 years.
He wins.
He's never had a losing season. So before you question how good he is, just remember, 2-time AFC champion, Super Bowl champion, Mike Tomlin will be sought after. And look, you know what? I don't mind it. People are complaining about Tomlin being there. Go ahead and take a new job, start anew, and get paid.
If you're the Steelers, do you just want to shake it up? Like, could things potentially feel stale after so many years of Tomlin?
But it's just like their business model, they don't do it. I'm going to say no big deal. He can be sought after all he wants. You can get as many direct messages as you want to. Until you change your relationship status to single, you are not available. It could be that the Redskins want him. It'd be very Redskins of them to go for after the flashy, very expensive asset. But the Steelers, I don't think they should get rid of him. Guys, it's one thing if the message got tuned out and he's not winning. He's on his third quarterback.
Yeah.
He lost Roethlisberger. Mike McCarthy in Green Bay, the message got tuned out. You go to a new coach. You don't fire him when Mason Rudolph gets hurt and Ben Roethlisberger gets hurt. No, I think Tomlin will be back, and I think he should be back.
But what if they trade him? Maybe not to the Redskins. What if they could get something back from Mike Tomlin?
It'd have to be a lot.
I'm all here for a trade among coaches. All right, it was announced yesterday Sam Darnold is cleared to play after being diagnosed with mono 4 weeks ago. He will start on Sunday. The Jets play the Cowboys this week, so is Darnold as starting quarterback a big deal for the Jets as far as chances of getting a win?
Put it up. In green.
Yeah.
Big deal. Hell yeah. We've been waiting on this. And I feel terrible for the Jets what happened. And they're sitting around there. No Mosley, no Darnold. Yes, it's a big deal because even in the year of the backup quarterback, when everybody's got a Minshew or a Mason or any, they have nobody. They lost their backup. This is a terrible fate that they've been subjected to. And now they're playing the perfect team. Yes, the Cowboys, the perfect team, who's beaten nobody, who's lost to anybody who means anything. I actually like the Jets to win this weekend. I'm going to get that crazy with it. I like it.
Oh, I love that. All right, big deal here because for head coach Adam Gase, he's being second guessed about how he handled last week. Didn't give reps to Luke Falk the first 2 days.
Yeah. Right.
Thought Darnold was going to play. He's this offensive genius we've been talking about. What's the strength of the team right now? I'll get into it a little bit later. It's their defense, so they need Darnold to get back. They need him to start moving in the right direction and have Adam Gase show the locker room that he's still a good offensive man.
This is no big deal, and I'm not trying to take a shot at Sam Darnold. I just don't feel like he can do much to help this squad right now. They are struggling to find consistency, struggling to find chemistry, and everything's big in Dallas, especially that defense. So I'm going to tell you right now, this defense is going to be getting after him. That pass rush, those linebackers, and that secondary, as much as I love Sam Darnold, it's going to be tough up against a team in the Dallas Cowboys who are trying to get their groove
Yes,
back.
they are feeling some kind of way ahead of this matchup. Sam Darnold, it can be about his talent and the chemistry, all of that, but it's the offensive line that's an issue. They've allowed 23 sacks so far this season. That is most in the NFL, and a big reason Le'Veon Bell is averaging less than 3 yards a carry through 5 weeks. All right, just one touchdown in the past 2 weeks for the reigning MVP Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs also coming off their first loss of the season on Sunday night against the Colts. So Kyle, big deal or no big deal, the Chiefs looking vulnerable over the past 2 weeks?
If it was 1 week, I would say no. But 2 weeks, especially with the Lions. Mahomes came out after the game. He's like, look, guys are playing us in man. We got to figure out how to beat it. The Lions did it. The Colts have done it. The real big deal, though, is Tyreek. I heard Rap Sheet said there's maybe a chance he could play this weekend. That guy changes everything. Until then, though, yes, the Chiefs are taking shots, and it's a big deal.
Which is why I'm staying Chiefs red on this one if Tyreek Hill was in the lineup and they weren't performing all that stuff. Now, I will say it would be a big deal if this ankle issue for Mahomes does not go away and it affects his vulnerability, but I'll stay red. I just want to swipe one time.
That's good.
All right. This is a big deal because I feel like teams are trying to figure out a way to stop Pat Mahomes for the first time. We've seen something that work. I'll take you back to the year I was born, and there's 4 words that describes what teams are doing now. It's one of my favorite songs ever. Let's get physical.
Oh, baby. Olivia?
Yeah.
Olivia?
Newton,
Woof,
John.
that video's
Here's
wild.
the thing. Now, all of a sudden, teams are getting physical with Pat Mahomes. So that's what you need to do. You got to hit him. He got hit 8 times. He got sacked 4 times. All of a sudden, we see Pat Mahomes, not with that big smile on his face, chopping up defenses. They're going to get physical with him.
They're a great team. They're one of the best teams.
No doubt.
But are they the best team? Can they beat the Patriots? Not if you're getting run on and you can't run. Those are the 2 things that make this a big deal because the expectation is that they win a Super Bowl in 2019. Giants-Patriots are going to kick off Week 6 tomorrow. Big Blue going to be looking for some old magic on Thursday night. And we've got a question for every team in the NFL breaking down Week 6 with a round of Catch 32. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
I'm literally wearing the same thing.
Oh,
literally.
yeah. I'm going to watch that video during commercial. I like that headband.